Alrighty guys, what is up? Today in this video, I am going to be ranking every single swapper from Skylanders Swap Force. One by one, we're going to go from 16 all the way to 1. I'm going to be going through all of them. Hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys at the end of the video after I give my thoughts. Trap Shadow is just straight up boring. Nothing ever makes me want to play as him despite his amazing design. His traps are super boring and weak to use, and although his main claw attacks are decent, they just can't make up for his main gimmick being completely screwed up and terrible when used. Gorilla Drilla is way too basic and not very fun to use. Summoning monkeys from above is the highlight of his moveset, which is extremely sad considering it is his third attack. His top and bottom half both feel very sluggish and ineffective. He's very disappointing and very weak overall. Stink Bomb used to be one of my favorites, but now I don't really ever enjoy playing as him. He's got a basic range attack which is just spammy and unintuitive, and his other moves seem like extras that never have a practical use. It's hard for me to enjoy using Stink Bomb due to the nature of his character being so dependent on one move that isn't even very good. Firecracken, while having a unique design, I think has a moveset that doesn't quite live up to it. His dragon move is way too weak, and all his other moves are basic. I don't have any major issues with Firecracken, it's just hard for me to get behind his character, who mainly had to rely on moves that didn't show off his main gimmick. Hoot Loop is a very forgotten swapper, and I can see why considering he falls into the middle of the pack. He has a decent range and mobility which can make for a killer combo, but when playing as him, I just have a feeling that something is missing. His attacks aren't bad, and they all work together quite well, but he can get tedious to use pretty quickly. Rattleshake has always been a pretty strong Skylander. I love his moveset, and the only issue I have with it is the lack of much close range. Ignoring this issue, he has great ways to take care of hordes of smaller enemies and chip away at bosses. Rattleshake is pretty decent overall. I just sometimes wish his moves could pack more of a punch. Washbuckler is a great introduction to Skylanders Swap Force. His diverse moveset with close range, long range, and mobility makes for a powerful Skylander in all areas. Anything you need Washbuckler for, he'll always be a reliable option. The fact that Washbuckler is this good and only 10th place in the list should really go to show just how fantastic this group of Skylanders truly is. Rubble Rouser is way too overhated. His design might not be the absolute best, but his moveset and raw damage output more than makes up for it. This guy has some insane damage that can be dished out very quickly and effectively. His second and third attacks also bring variety to his moveset, which I can always appreciate. Magna Charge, while in my opinion not being as good as most people seem to think, he's still great. His moveset is fun and effective for dealing with enemies, while at the same time, each move is practical and has a situation where I can find myself actually using it. Magna Charge's combination of speed and range is also unmatched as far as swappers go. Freeze Blade might just be the best designed Skylander from Swap Force, and his moveset doesn't disappoint. His medium range primary attack is efficient in almost any situation, and works so well with his long range tertiary attack, and his dashing secondary attack, he's the ultimate combo of speed and damage. Doomstone was the last swapper I ever got, and man, he did not disappoint. His bottom half alone is one of the best moves on any Skylander out there, being able to completely clear out everything around you. His club and shield work so well together to turn enemies to jade and then smash the life out of them. He is such an amazing Skylander, and I would highly recommend him as I always find myself wanting to use him. Boomjet is severely underrated. Throwing bombs does great damage at a decent range and is always a practical option. His bottom half is also one of the best, having speed, range, and knockback all in one. Boomjet's playstyle of fast-paced action accompanied by airstrikes makes him a swapper who is always a blast to use. Blast Zone is yet another swapper who has extremely impressive range and mobility. His fiery dash attack works well to take care of the smaller enemies, while tossing his bombs around takes care of the stronger ones. I haven't even mentioned probably the coolest move this guy has yet, which is his Fire Breath. This guy literally can breathe a ring of fire around himself, which will cause a devastating explosion, which just farther proves why he is so high on this list. Night Shift is just so fun to use. Throwing his punches around feels very rewarding, and is always fun to do one of his mega uppercuts. The rest of his moveset doesn't disappoint though, with his second attack giving him great mobility and a ranged option, and his third attack providing a way for him to heal himself. I haven't even touched on the fact that this guy has extra lives yet, which is probably the coolest thing about him. Spire Eyes just feels like the ultimate swapper. I don't know any other swapper whose bottom half has nearly as many moves as Spyrise. His moveset is just so fun, and every move has a purpose and is super strong. Spyrise literally has a move which is guaranteed to kill enemies, and another move that shows how much health they have. This calendar is so engaging and truly shows what's possible in just one Skylanders moveset. Free Ranger has always and will always be my favorite swapper. His design is perfection, and his moveset is just incredible. His main combo is simple but extremely effective, and when combined with his lightning strikes, it's game over for whoever you're fighting. However, his bottom half might be even better, with an insanely powerful tornado move that will show every enemy just who's boss. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Just remember that this is just my personal list, just my personal thoughts and opinions on these swappers. So if I said your favorite swapper I don't really like, don't be offended, it's just my personal opinion. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.